There is a mark on you. Not a mark you can see with your eyes. A mark on your spirit. A mark on your blood. A mark that has been there since before you were born. A mark that your enemies have always sensed. A mark that made them afraid. A mark they tried to erase. They tried to erase it with their words. With their rejection. With their silence. With their cruelty. With their control. With their manipulation. With their lies. They tried to convince you that you were ordinary. That you were nothing special. That you were just like everyone else. That you were too much. That you were not enough. That you were broken. That you were cursed. That you were a mistake. That you were a problem to be solved. That you were a burden to be carried. They lied. The mark could not be erased. It could only be hidden. Buried under layers of pain. Covered by years of confusion. Forgotten in the noise of survival. Suppressed by the weight of their expectations. Drowned out by their voices. Ignored because it was easier to pretend it was not there. But the mark never left. It has been waiting. Waiting for you to stop believing their lies. Waiting for you to stop hiding. Waiting for you to stop apologizing for who you are. Waiting for you to stop shrinking. Waiting for you to stop pretending. Waiting for you to remember. Chosen one, listen carefully. Archangel Michael is standing behind you right now. His sword is drawn. His wings are spread. His eyes are fixed on you. He is not here to fight your enemies. He is here to show you something you have never seen before. In his hands, he holds a mirror. Not a mirror of glass. A mirror of light. A mirror that shows what cannot be seen with natural eyes. A mirror that reveals the truth that has been hidden from you. A mirror that reflects the mark. He is holding it up to your face. Not to your physical face. To your spiritual face. To the face your ancestors knew. To the face the enemy feared. To the face that has been hidden from you since your childhood. Look. Do not look away. Do not close your eyes. Do not turn your head. Look. What do you see? Do you see the mark? The mark that has been on your bloodline for generations? The mark that made them different? The mark that made them powerful? The mark that made them dangerous? The mark that made them targets? The mark that made them feared? The mark that made them hated? The mark that made them alone? That mark is not a curse. It is a seal. A seal of identity. A seal of assignment. A seal of destiny. A seal that heaven placed on you before the foundation of the earth. A seal that the enemy has been trying to break since the day you were born. A seal that cannot be erased. A seal that cannot be broken. A seal that cannot be ignored. God says, what lives in your blood has been feared since your childhood. Not because you are evil. Because you are powerful. Not because you are dangerous. Because you are destined. Not because you are cursed. Because you are chosen. The fear they had was not irrational. It was not imagined. It was not a mistake. It was prophetic. They sensed what you would become. They sensed the power rising in you. They sensed the destiny written on your bloodline. And it terrified them. They could not explain it. They could not name it. They could not understand it. But they felt it. And it made them afraid. That is why they tried to control you. That is why they tried to silence you. That is why they tried to make you small. But today, the hiding is over. The mark is being revealed. The power is being awakened. 10 seconds. 9 to 8, 7 to 6, 5 to 4, 3 to 2, 1. Type the mark is on me in the comments right now. Seal your position. Subscribe to Divine Seal. The revelation is coming. Party 2, the mark they could not erase. Chosen one, let me tell you about the mark. Not a mark of shame. A mark of glory. Not a mark of rejection. A mark of selection. Not a mark of weakness. A mark of power. Not a mark of defeat. A mark of victory. Not a mark of confusion. A mark of purpose. This mark has been on your bloodline since before your ancestors crossed the sea. Since before the pyramids were built. Since before the first kingdom rose. Since before the first empire fell. Since before the first word was written. Since before time was measured. Since before the foundation of the earth. It is the mark of the chosen. The mark of the set apart. The mark of the ones who carry fire. The mark of the ones who see what others cannot see. The mark of the ones who know what others cannot know. The mark of the ones who do what others cannot do. Your ancestors carried this mark. Some of them knew it. Some of them hid it. Some of them fought it. Some of them embraced it. Some of them ran from it. Some of them surrendered to it. But all of them passed it down. Through their blood. Through their DNA. Through their spirit. Through their prayers. Through their tears. Through their sacrifices. Through their victories. Through their defeats. To you. Do you remember the strange things they said about you as a child? The whispers behind your back. The looks of confusion. The comments that made no sense. The glances that lingered too long. The conversations that stopped when you entered the room. The way they watched you when they thought you were not looking. There is something different about that one. I cannot explain it, but something is off. They are not like the others. Watch that one. That child is special. That child is dangerous. That child will either save us or destroy us. They were not being cruel. They were being honest. They saw the mark. They sensed the mark. They felt the mark. They could not name it. They could not explain it. They could not understand it. But they knew. Something was different about you. Something was powerful about you. Something was dangerous about you. Do you remember how the other children reacted? Some were drawn to you. Fascinated by you. They wanted to be near you even when they could not say why. They followed you around. They asked you questions. They wanted your attention. They wanted your approval. They wanted to be close to whatever was in you. Others were repelled. Hostile. Cruel. They attacked you for no reason. They excluded you for no reason. They hated you for no reason. They spread rumors about you. They laughed at you. They mocked you. They made you feel small. There was a reason. They sensed the mark. Some were drawn to the light. Others were threatened by it. Both reactions came from the same source. The mark. Do you remember how your own family treated you? Not always with cruelty. Often with confusion. They did not know what to do with you. You did not fit their expectations. You did not follow their rules. You did not stay in the box they built for you. You did not accept their limitations. You did not settle for their compromises. They loved you, but they did not understand you. They wanted the best for you, but they did not know what the best was. They tried to protect you, but they did not know what you needed protection from. They tried to guide you, but they did not know where you were going. Because they could not see the mark. Not fully. They sensed it. They felt it. But they could not name it. So they tried to control it. They tried to suppress it. They tried to make you normal. They tried to make you safe. They tried to make you manageable. They tried to make you predictable. They tried to make you acceptable. They could not erase the mark. They could only hide it. From you. From themselves. From the world. But the mark has been waiting. Waiting for you to stop running. Waiting for you to stop hiding. Waiting for you to stop pretending to be someone you are not. Waiting for you to stop apologizing for being who you are. Waiting for you to stop shrinking. Waiting for you to stop dimming your light. Chosen one, here is the truth the enemy does not want you to know. The mark is not a problem to be solved. It is a power to be awakened. The mark is not a curse to be broken. It is a destiny to be fulfilled. The mark is not something to hide. It is something to reveal. The mark is not something to fear. It is something to embrace. The mark they could not erase is still on you. It has never left. It has been waiting for this moment. For you. For now. Party 3. The 7 things the mark reveals. Chosen one, Archangel Michael revealed the 7 things that the mark on your blood reveals. The 7 things that have been feared since your childhood. The 7 things that the enemy has been trying to hide. The 7 things that are awakening right now. Read them carefully. Receive them fully. Let them change everything. 1. You carry the blood of warriors. The mark reveals that you come from a line of warriors. Not warriors of flesh and blood. Warriors of spirit. Those who stood when others fled. Those who fought when others surrendered. Those who won when others lost. Those who endured when others broke. Those who persisted when others quit. Their strength is in your veins. Their courage is in your DNA. Their perseverance is in your spirit. Their faith is in your blood. Their determination is in your bones. When you feel that strange strength rising in times of crisis, that is not adrenaline. That is not survival instinct. That is not coincidence. That is your bloodline awakening. That is your ancestors rising up within you. That is the warrior in your blood saying, I have faced worse. I have survived worse. I have overcome worse. And so will you. 2. You carry the blood of seers. The mark reveals that you carry the gift of sight. You have always seen what others cannot see, felt what others cannot feel, known what others cannot know, perceived what others cannot perceive, understood what others cannot understand. Your family called it imagination. Your teachers called it distraction. Your friends called it weird. Your enemies called it dangerous. Heaven calls it prophecy. The ability to see what is hidden, to perceive what is coming, to know what others cannot know, to sense what others cannot sense, to understand what others cannot understand. That gift is not random. It is not a coincidence. It is not a personality quirk. It is in your blood. It has been passed down through generations. It has been waiting for this moment. And it is awakening now. 3. You carry the blood of healers. The mark reveals that you carry the power to heal. Not just physical wounds. Emotional wounds. Spiritual wounds. Generational wounds. Wounds that have been bleeding for years. Wounds that have been hidden for decades. Wounds that have been ignored for generations. You have always been the one people came to when they were hurting. The one who listened. The one who understood. The one who made them feel safe. The one who made them feel seen. The one who made them feel less alone. You thought everyone could do that. You thought it was normal. You thought it was just being a good person. They cannot. It is not normal. It is not just being a good person. That is your gift. That is your bloodline. That is your assignment. You carry the healing anointing of your ancestors. And it is awakening now. 4. You carry the blood of royalty. The mark reveals that you carry royal authority. Not authority over people. Authority over darkness. Authority over the forces that have been holding you back. Authority over the spirits that have been oppressing you. Authority over the patterns that have been repeating in your bloodline. You have always had a strange resistance to being controlled. You do not bow easily. You do not submit to unrighteous authority. You do not bend to pressure. You do not break under intimidation. That is not rebellion. That is not defiance. That is not stubbornness. That is royalty. You were not made to bow to false kings. You were not made to serve false masters. You were not made to submit to unrighteous rule. You were made to stand. You were made to rule. Not over people. Over darkness. That authority is in your blood. It has been there since before you were born. And it is awakening now. 5. You carry the blood of covenant keepers. The mark reveals that you carry the memory of covenant. Your ancestors made promises to God that their descendants would carry the flame, that they would remember the truth, that they would walk in the light, that they would not bow to false gods. Those promises were not forgotten. They were not broken. They were not abandoned. They were passed down. Through blood. Through DNA. Through spirit. To you. You have always had a strange sense of destiny. A feeling that you were born for something specific. A knowing that you are not here by accident. A certainty that your life has purpose. That is not imagination. That is not wishful thinking. That is not ego. That is covenant. The promises made by your ancestors are being fulfilled in you. The prayers they prayed are being answered in you. The sacrifices they made are bearing fruit in you. 6. You carry the blood of fire carriers. The mark reveals that you carry fire. Not physical fire. Spiritual fire. Passion that cannot be extinguished. Zeal that cannot be cooled. Drive that cannot be stopped. Love that cannot be quenched. Faith that cannot be shaken. You have always been intense. Always been passionate. Always been all in or nothing. Always been fully committed or completely out. Always been burning or nothing at all. Others called it too much. Others called it extreme. Others called it unbalanced. Others called it unstable. Heaven calls it fire. That fire is not a personality flaw. It is not a character defect. It is not something to be fixed. It is your bloodline. Generations of fire carriers pass their flame to you. And that fire is awakening now. 7. You carry the blood of destiny fulfillers. The mark reveals that you carry the DNA of destiny. Not vague destiny. Not general destiny. Not you can be anything you want to be destiny. Specific destiny. You were not born to wander. You were born to arrive. Not to wonder. To know. Not to struggle forever. To triumph. Not to fight endlessly. To win. Not to survive. To thrive. Not to exist. To live. The enemy has been trying to convince you that you missed your chance. That you are too late. That you are not enough. That you are too broken. That you are too weak. That you are too far gone. Those are lies. Your destiny is in your blood. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be delayed forever. It cannot be cancelled. It cannot be derailed. It cannot be destroyed. It is awakening now. Chosen one, these 7 things are not metaphors. They are not poetry. They are not nice ideas. They are real. They are in your blood. They have been there since before you were born. They have been waiting for this moment. For you. For now. Party 4. Why the mark terrified them. Chosen one, let me tell you why the mark terrified them. Why they tried to erase it. Why they tried to hide it. Why they tried to convince you that it was not there. Why they tried to make you forget. Why they tried to make you doubt. Why they tried to make you fear it. Because they sensed what you could become. Not everyone can see the mark. Only those with spiritual eyes. Only those who have been touched by the same fire. Only those who carry the same bloodline. Only those who have been awakened to the same truth. But everyone can feel it. Even those who do not believe in God. Even those who mock the Spirit. Even those who deny the supernatural. Even those who laugh at prophecy. Even those who scoff at miracles. They feel the mark. They feel it as unease. As discomfort. As confusion. As fear. As nervousness. As anxiety. As a strange sense of being watched. As a strange sense of being known. They cannot explain why they feel nervous around you. Why they feel threatened by your presence. Why they feel the need to control you, silence you, diminish you, mock you, exclude you, reject you. They do not understand it themselves. They just know that something about you makes them uncomfortable. The enemy uses their fear. He whispers to them. He tells them that you are dangerous. That you are too much. That you need to be stopped. That you need to be controlled. That you need to be silenced. That you need to be isolated. That you need to be destroyed. Not because you are a threat to them. Because you are a threat to him. The enemy has been fighting the mark since before you were born. He saw what you would become. He saw the assignment written on your soul. He saw the destiny sealed in your bloodline. He saw the power rising in your blood. And he has been trying to prevent it. Not by destroying you. By discouraging you. By distracting you. By delaying you. By confusing you. By isolating you. By shaming you. He sent people to misunderstand you. Not because they hated you. Because they were being used. He sent circumstances to break you. Not because God abandoned you. Because the enemy was trying to stop you. He sent voices to discourage you. Not because they were right. Because they were weapons. But here is what the enemy did not understand. Every attack made you stronger. Every betrayal taught you discernment. Every disappointment taught you trust. Every delay positioned you for better timing. Every closed door redirected you to the right door. Every wound became a source of healing for others. Every tear became a seed for harvest. The enemy thought he was burying the mark. He was actually deepening it. The mark cannot be erased. It can only be awakened. And it is awakening now. Chosen one, do not be afraid of the mark. Do not be ashamed of it. Do not try to hide it. Do not try to cover it. Do not try to pretend it is not there. Do not try to erase what heaven has sealed. Do not try to silence what heaven has spoken. The mark is your strength, your identity, your assignment, your destiny, your power, your purpose, your proof. The fear they had was not a mistake. It was not irrational. It was not misplaced. It was a sign that something powerful was in you, a sign that you were not ordinary, a sign that you were chosen, a sign that you were set apart, a sign that you were dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. Now it is time to stop hiding. The mark is awakening. Party 5. The 3 signs that the mark is awakening. Chosen one, heaven knows you have been waiting for proof. You have been waiting for confirmation. You have been waiting for a sign. You have been waiting for something you cannot explain. You have been waiting for permission to believe. Archangel Michael gives you 3 signs that the mark is awakening. Sign 1. Within 24 hours. You will feel a strange heat in your chest. Not uncomfortable. Not painful. Warm. Like a fire being lit. Like something stirring. Like something waking up after a long sleep. Like something stretching after being still for too long. You will not be able to explain it. You will not be able to make it go away. You will not be able to ignore it. It will just be there. A presence. A power. A knowing. A warmth. A fire. Archangel Michael says, this is the fire of your bloodline awakening. The fire your ancestors carried. The fire the enemy tried to extinguish. The fire that has been waiting for you. Do not fear it. Welcome it. Do not fight it. Receive it. Sign 2. Within 48 hours. You will have a memory surface. A memory you had forgotten. A dream from your childhood. A moment when you knew something you should not have known. A time when you saw something you should not have seen. A feeling that you could not explain. This memory will come back suddenly. Vividly. Undeniably. It will be as clear as if it happened yesterday. You will remember details you thought you had lost. You will feel emotions you thought you had buried. Archangel Michael says, this memory is not random. It is not nostalgia. It is not your brain playing tricks on you. It is a key. A key to understanding the mark. A key to unlocking your assignment. A key to awakening your destiny. Do not dismiss it. Examine it. Sign 3. Within 72 hours. Someone will confirm what you are reading. Someone who does not know you. Someone who has no reason to know your story. Someone who has never met you. Someone who does not know your name. They will say something that echoes these words. They will speak directly to what lives in your blood. They will name something they could not possibly know. They will mention the mark without knowing they are mentioning it. Archangel Michael says, this confirmation is not coincidence. It is not luck. It is not chance. It is heaven verifying. It is the Spirit of God bearing witness with your spirit. It is the sign you have been waiting for. Do not ignore it. Receive it. When you see these 3 signs, do not announce them loudly. Do not post about them on social media. Do not call everyone you know. Do not try to prove to others that you were right. Do not seek validation from people who doubted you. Just say thank you. Quietly. Sincerely. Secretly. Intimately. Say, I see the signs, Lord. The mark is awakening. I receive it. I welcome it. I will not fear it. I will not hide it. I will not apologize for it. I will not shrink from it. I will be who you made me to be. Your gratitude accelerates the awakening. Your doubt slows it down. Your courage opens the door. Your fear keeps it closed. Choose courage. Party 6. The 6 things you must stop doing. Chosen one, you have been living like someone who does not know the mark is on you. Hiding. Shrinking. Apologizing. Dimming your light. Pretending to be less than you are. Denying your power. Ignoring your calling. Running from your destiny. That ends today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you feel ready. Today. Archangel Michael says, stop these 6 things. Immediately. Not when it is convenient. Now. Not when you have more time. This moment. 1. Stop apologizing for your power. You have been saying sorry for being too intense. Too passionate. Too powerful. Too much. You are not sorry. You never were. You only apologized because others made you feel bad for being who you are. You only said sorry because their discomfort made you think you had done something wrong. No more. I am sorry, I am powerful, is leaving your vocabulary forever. 2. Stop hiding the mark. You have been suppressing your gifts. Pretending not to see what you see. Pretending not to know what you know. Pretending not to feel what you feel. Pretending not to be who you are. Your gifts were given to you to be used. Not hidden. Not minimized. Not apologized for. Not explained away. Not justified. Not defended. 3. Stop seeking approval from people who fear you. Some people will never understand you. They will never approve of you. They will never celebrate you. They will never support you. They will never validate you. Their approval is not required. It never was. Stop asking for it. Stop needing it. Stop craving it. Stop dying for it. 4. Stop comparing your mark to anyone else's. Your mark is unique. Your assignment is unique. Your destiny is unique. Your bloodline is unique. Your journey is unique. Your timing is unique. Your purpose is unique. Comparing what lives in your blood to what lives in someone else's blood is like comparing an eagle to a fish. They are not the same. They were never meant to be. 5. Stop waiting for permission to be who you are. You have been waiting for someone to tell you it is okay. To give you a sign. To confirm that you are ready. To validate what lives in your blood. To authorize your existence. To approve your destiny. The permission already came. Before the foundation of the earth. You were assigned then. You were chosen then. You were sealed then. You do not need another permission slip. 6. Stop dimming your fire so others can feel comfortable. Your fire is not a threat. It is a gift. Your fire is not a problem. It is a solution. Your fire is not something to hide. It is something to share. The people who are meant to find you will be drawn to your fire. The people who are meant to be warmed by you will come near. The people who are meant to be ignited by you will catch your flame. Do not dim what heaven lit. Do not hide what heaven revealed. Do not silence what heaven spoke. Archangel Michael says, these 6 things are chains. They have held you back long enough. They have kept you small long enough. They have kept you silent long enough. I am cutting them today. Not slowly. Suddenly. You are free. The mark is no longer bound. Rise. Party 7. The mark is calling you. Chosen one, do you hear it? A call. A whisper. A pull. A tug. A nudge. An urgency. Something deep inside you is waking up. Something that has been sleeping for years. Something that your ancestors carried. Something that the enemy tried to bury. The mark is calling you. Not to hide. To rise. Not to shrink. To stand. Not to apologize. To declare. Not to dim your light. To shine. Not to suppress your fire. To burn. Not to deny your power. To use it. Your ancestors answered this call. They carried the flame. They fought the battles. They kept the covenant. They passed the mark to you. Now it is your turn. Not someone else's. Yours. The enemy has been trying to keep you from answering this call. He has been sending distractions, lies, fears, doubts, people to misunderstand you, circumstances to discourage you, voices to silence you, obstacles to block you, delays to frustrate you. But the call is stronger than his lies, louder than his whispers, more persistent than his attacks, more powerful than his schemes, more patient than his delays. The call is in your blood. And blood does not lie. Blood does not forget. Blood does not give up. Blood does not surrender. Blood does not quit. The mark knows who you are. Even when you forget. Even when you doubt. Even when you hide. Even when you run. Even when you pretend. Even when you deny it. The mark knows. It knows that you are a warrior. That you were born to fight. That you were born to win. That you have the strength of generations flowing through your veins. That you have the courage of ancestors who faced worse than you will ever face. It knows that you are a seer, that you were born to see, that you were born to perceive, that you have the gift of sight that others cannot explain, that you can see what is coming, that you can see what is hidden. It knows that you are a healer, that you were born to heal, that you were born to restore, that you carry the power to make others whole, that your wounds have become wisdom, that your pain has become purpose. It knows that you are royalty, that you were born to rule, not over people, over darkness, that you have authority that demons fear, that you have power that darkness cannot withstand. It knows that you are a covenant keeper, that you were born to fulfill promises, that your ancestors' prayers are being answered in you, that their sacrifices are bearing fruit in you, that their hopes are being realized in you. It knows that you carry fire, fire that cannot be extinguished, fire that lights the way for others, fire that burns away what is false, fire that warms what is cold, fire that awakens what is asleep. It knows that you are a destiny fulfiller, that you were not born to wander. You were born to arrive, that your destiny is not behind you. It is ahead of you, that your best days are not behind you. They are in front of you. Chosen one, the mark is calling you, not to a life of comfort, to a life of purpose, not to a life of safety, to a life of significance, not to a life of fitting in, to a life of standing out, not to a life of hiding, to a life of shining, not to a life of surviving, to a life of thriving. Answer the call. Do not hide. Do not shrink. Do not apologize. Do not dim your light. Do not suppress your fire. Do not deny your bloodline. Do not run from your destiny. Rise. Party 8. The enemy's strategy against your bloodline. Chosen one, you need to understand the enemy's strategy. He has been fighting your bloodline since before you were born. Not because you are weak. Because you are dangerous to his kingdom. The enemy knew about the mark before you were born. He was at the council. He heard your name spoken. He saw your assignment written. And he has been trying to prevent it ever since. Let me expose his strategy so you can recognize it and defeat it. Strategy 1. He tried to make you forget. The enemy's first strategy was to make you forget who you are. He sent people to call you ordinary. He sent circumstances to make you feel small. He sent voices to tell you that you were nothing special. He wanted you to forget the mark. He wanted you to forget your bloodline. He wanted you to forget your assignment. But the mark cannot be forgotten. It can only be ignored. And you have been ignoring it long enough. Strategy 2. He tried to make you afraid. The enemy's second strategy was to make you afraid of your own power. He sent people to mock your sensitivity. He sent circumstances to test your intensity. He sent voices to tell you that your fire was dangerous. He wanted you to fear the mark. He wanted you to suppress your gifts. He wanted you to dim your light. But the mark cannot be feared. It can only be embraced. And you have been running from it long enough. Strategy 3. He tried to isolate you. The enemy's third strategy was to isolate you from your tribe. He sent people to misunderstand you. He sent circumstances to exclude you. He sent voices to tell you that you were alone. He wanted you to feel abandoned. He wanted you to feel forgotten. He wanted you to feel like no one understood you. But the mark cannot be isolated. It can only be connected. And your tribe is coming. Strategy 4. He tried to distract you. The enemy's fourth strategy was to distract you with things that do not matter. He sent busyness, entertainment, drama, and noise to keep you from hearing the call. He wanted you to be too busy to pray, too distracted to listen, too exhausted to rise. But the mark cannot be distracted. It can only be ignored. And you have been ignoring it long enough. Strategy 5. He tried to shame you. The enemy's fifth strategy was to make you ashamed of your bloodline. He sent people to call you weird. He sent circumstances to make you feel different. He sent voices to tell you that something was wrong with you. He wanted you to hide the mark. He wanted you to be ashamed of your gifts. He wanted you to apologize for your power. But the mark cannot be shamed. It can only be hidden. And you have been hiding it long enough. Chosen one, the enemy's strategies have failed. They have not destroyed you. They have not stopped you. They have not erased the mark. You are still here. The mark is still on you. Your bloodline is still awakening. The enemy is losing. And he knows it. Party 9. The 7 promises God made to your bloodline. Chosen 1. Archangel Michael revealed the 7 promises God made to your bloodline. Promises that have been passed down through generations. Promises that are being fulfilled in you. Promise 1. Your bloodline will never be destroyed. The enemy has tried to wipe out your bloodline. Through war, through famine, through disease, through persecution. But your bloodline survived. Not by chance. By promise. God promised that your bloodline would endure. That the mark would be passed down. That the fire would never be extinguished. You are proof that promise is true. Promise 2. Your bloodline will rise again. There were seasons when your bloodline seemed dormant. When the fire seemed cold. When the mark seemed hidden. But God promised that your bloodline would rise again. Not in someone else. In you. Promise 3. Your bloodline will produce destiny fulfillers. God promised that your bloodline would produce those who would fulfill destiny. Who would complete what ancestors started. Who would finish what the enemy tried to stop. You are that destiny fulfiller. Not someday. Now. Promise 4. Your bloodline will carry the fire. God promised that the fire would never go out. That there would always be someone carrying the flame. That the light would never be extinguished. You are carrying that fire right now. Promise 5. Your bloodline will break cycles. God promised that someone in your bloodline would break the cycles of pain, poverty, and limitation. That someone would say, "It stops with me." That someone is you. Promise 6. Your bloodline will see what others cannot see. God promised that your bloodline would carry the gift of sight. That you would see what is hidden. That you would perceive what is coming. That gift is awakening in you right now. Promise 7. Your bloodline will fulfill its purpose. God promised that everything the enemy stole from your bloodline would be restored. That every promise made to your ancestors would be fulfilled. That every prayer they prayed would be answered. In you. Chosen 1. These 7 promises are not for someone else. They are for you. They are being fulfilled right now. The activation prayer. Before we close, pray together. This is not a ritual. This is activation. Put your hand on your chest. Right now. Feel your heartbeat. That is not just a muscle pumping blood. That is your bloodline. That is your power. That is your destiny. That is the mark. That is what they feared. That is what is awakening. Pray these words out loud. Do not just read them. Speak them. Let your voice carry them into the spiritual realm. Father, I thank you. The mark is on me. It has been feared since my childhood. Not because I am evil. Because I am powerful. Not because I am dangerous. Because I am destined. Not because I am cursed. Because I am chosen. I stop apologizing for my power. I stop hiding the mark. I stop seeking approval from people who fear me. I stop comparing my mark to anyone else's. I stop waiting for permission. I stop dimming my fire. I receive the 7 things the mark reveals. The blood of warriors. The blood of seers. The blood of healers. The blood of royalty. The blood of covenant keepers. The blood of fire carriers. The blood of destiny fulfillers. I am a warrior. I am a seer. I am a healer. I am royalty. I am a covenant keeper. I carry fire. I will fulfill my destiny. I receive the 7 promises. My bloodline will never be destroyed. My bloodline will rise again. My bloodline will produce destiny fulfillers. My bloodline will carry the fire. My bloodline will break cycles. My bloodline will see what others cannot see. My bloodline will fulfill its purpose. Archangel Michael, I thank you. For protecting my bloodline. For keeping the mark. For waiting until I was ready to receive it. I am ready now. I declare, the mark is on me. It is awakening. I will not hide. I will not shrink. I will not apologize. I will be who I was always meant to be. Amen. Now sit in silence for 30 seconds. Just feel. Just breathe. Just be. Let heaven work. Something just shifted. Something in your blood. Something ancient. Something powerful. Something that cannot be stopped. Something that cannot be denied. Something that has been waiting for this moment. The mark is awakening. Archangel Michael has one final message for you. Directly from him. He is standing beside you as you read these words. He has been watching over your bloodline since before you were born. Here is what he says. You have spent your whole life asking, what is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. Everything is right with you. The mark is not a curse. It is a gift. The mark is not a burden. It is a weapon. The mark is not something to hide. It is something to reveal. You have spent your whole life asking, why do they fear me? They fear the mark. They sense what you cannot yet see. They know what you have not yet remembered. They feel what you have not yet awakened. Their fear is not irrational. It is prophetic. You have spent your whole life asking, why am I so different? Different is not a flaw. Different is your assignment. Different is your bloodline. Different is your power. Different is your destiny. Different is your mark. I have watched your bloodline for generations. I have seen the warriors rise and fall. The seers see and be silenced. The healers heal and be wounded. The royalty be rejected. The covenant keepers be forgotten. The fire carriers be extinguished. The destiny fulfillers be delayed. But the bloodline never died. It was passed down. From generation to generation. From ancestor to ancestor. Through persecution. Through exile. Through slavery. Through famine. Through war. Through plague. Through every trial. Through every test. To you. Now the bloodline is rising again. In you. Not in someone else. In you. Not in another generation. In this one. Not in another country. In yours. Not in another family. In yours. The enemy has been trying to make you forget the mark. He has been trying to convince you that you are ordinary. That you are nothing special. That you are just like everyone else. That you are not chosen. That you are not set apart. That you are not destined for greatness. He knows the truth. That is why he is lying. If you were ordinary, he would ignore you. If you were not a threat, he would leave you alone. If your bloodline was not powerful, he would not waste his time. If the mark was not real, he would not try to erase it. But your bloodline is powerful. You are a threat. The mark is real. And the enemy knows it. Now stand up. Straighten your back. Breathe deeply. Lift your head. The mark is awakening. Do not fear it. Do not hide it. Do not apologize for it. Do not shrink from it. Do not run from it. Do not deny it. It is your strength. Your identity. Your assignment. Your destiny. Your power. Your purpose. Your proof. Now go. Be who you were always meant to be. Your bloodline is calling you. Your ancestors are cheering for you. Heaven is waiting for you. The mark is awakening. Closing plus final call. You made it to the end. Most people did not. Most people scrolled away. Most people were not ready to hear what lives in their blood. Most people are still hiding. Still shrinking. Still apologizing. Still pretending to be less than they are. But you stayed. Because you have always known. Something inside you always knew you were different. Something inside you always knew you were powerful. Something inside you always knew that they feared you for a reason. Now you know why. The mark is on you. It is awakening. Not someday. Now. Not later. Today. Not when you are ready. You are ready. Go. Walk like a warrior. See like a seer. Heal like a healer. Stand like royalty. Keep covenant like your ancestors. Carry fire like the chosen one you are. Fulfill your destiny. Subscribe. Turn on the bell. The next message reveals exactly what your mark was destined to accomplish. One final time, type "the mark is on me" in the comments. Then share this with someone who has always felt different. Go. The mark is calling you. Answer it.